One back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again at Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that will extend this big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things...
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. On the screen, Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Another chance for Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dalton, he's got Green. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game. They continue to press it.
Tannehill now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And Walker has it. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on second down. Dalton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rolling to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tennessee! Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Titans getting set to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton gets it to his running back, Bernard. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton, that's complete. Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for loss.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Succop.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Then he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. They'll run it here with Brown. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little pass.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And there he goes again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And Dalton to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Titans now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it's Tannehill, forced out to his left. And he finds Corey Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Suckup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.